That old country hillbilly laugh.
Are they getting hit with hurricane stuff up north Florida?
Huh?
They're getting hit up north.
I was doing the hillbilly
Up
laugh.
Boston with the hurricane.
No, I was doing the hillbilly laugh.
Jordan.
What?
Did you see them when you was watching
I'm not worried about that.
weather? Did you see?
Dang.
Was it hitting them today?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll look it up myself. It'll just take me longer. What's going on myself?
I don't know what you're talking about. Something about hitting a building. I don't know nothing about something hitting a building today. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bruh.
You just like Savannah, you've been shoving them damn things in your ear so much. You got that all that shit pushed up in your ear. You can't hear it.
Whatever. Whatever you think.
Can I not see something about a fucking ad playing first?
Seriously?
Always gotta have an attitude about everything.
Now let's unpack chapter 4, shall we?
We are going to watch Lee on final approach to New England and Atlantic Canada as we get into the weekend. Now, don't let your guard down just yet across parts of coastal New England, because even though the center of the storm may go into Canada, technically, you're looking at a huge wind field here, very, very large wind field, especially once it works its way northward and starts interacting with the jet. You can see by Thursday we're talking 440 miles across the
What are you just standing there for?
wind field. Of course, there's hurricane force winds inside of that. Not concerned about that, but notice as we go forward in time and the system moves northward, by the time we get to Saturday morning, eastern Long Island, Rhode Island, possibly far
Nova
eastern
Scotia,
Massachusetts,
Canada, and Maine's
definitely
gonna have
going to
a
be in the
tropical
zone where you
system.
could get tropical storm force wind.
A lot of success. I mean,
Can you
that
move?
comes with a lot of players that had success with you. A lot of players since the law
There you go.
came out that used to play on your program.
I don't know why you wasn't moving.
But why wouldn't we get criticized if we don't play well?
I know there ain't nothing wrong with that button, so why are you doing it? Having a struggle?
You know, I'm saying this about you.
It's not squatting like I want it. When I want the motherfucker to do it, he won't do it.
We didn't play good. I'm
Well, what are you squatting in the safe house anyway?
He's
did all
humping
these
on the
things on
wall.
offense that I just talked about, add them up. Well, I mean,
He's
I'm
pretending his
responsible for that.
girlfriends. That's a dope.
So, I mean,
Okay.
in the real world,
Just go.
when you don't perform and you don't produce,
Man.
you probably get criticized. Sometimes get penalized. Some people lose their job when they don't perform well. I don't really know what the noise is. I haven't listened to one top radio.
So you just stand and watch.
Listen,
One newspaper.
I'm listening.
I have been focusing 100% of my
I ain't worrying about a
I'm
coach.
not worried about this game.
Coach, in the past, clearly a lot of success, and that comes with a lot of players that had success with you. A lot of players since the loss that came out that used to play on your program, criticizing and saying different things. But why wouldn't we get criticized if we don't play well? I mean, people call me and say, hey man, this guy's...
Well, if he wasn't worried about it, he wouldn't be playing it. Stupid.
No, he really isn't. I mean, it's right. We didn't play good. I'm responsible for that. You know, we did all these things on offense that I just talked about that. Well, I mean, I'm responsible for that. So, I mean, in the real world,
Until I
when
can
you
score
don't
another
perform,
coach.
you probably get criticized. Sometimes get penalized.
Yeah,
Some
we
people
do.
lose their job when they don't perform well. I don't really know what the
Like
noise
this
is.
motherfucker from Notre
I
Dame
haven't
being
listened to one
expecting to
top
be able to
radio
coach at
show. I
Alabama.
haven't read one newspaper. I have been focusing 100%
Where's the
of my
motherfuckers?
time
I'll run
on the
off.
next team that we play.
Jordan.
Coach, in the past, clearly a lot of success,
They're
and
gonna
that
fucking run
comes with a
off
lot
and
of
I'll see
players
this
that had
thing
success
there.
with you. A lot of players since the loss that came out that used to play on your program, criticizing and saying different things. But why wouldn't we get criticized if we don't play well? I mean, people call me and say, hey man, this guy's a jerk for, you know, saying this about you. No, he really isn't. I mean, it's right. We didn't play good. I'm responsible for that. So we did all these things on offense that I just talked about. Add them up.
Take the blame for it, coach. You
I'm
do it.
responsible.
You got a 5-star player, 4 and 5-star players.
You had two nice cars there and you walked by both of them.
Moderator, I haven't seen you on live in a while. I said, no,
Where the fuck is all the cars and the taxes and
What are you talking about?
what in town do you put me in?
Kick 'em off a fifth of
Bruh,
trucks.
that's the town you're always in. North Holland. Like, bruh, what's different,
I'm
bruh?
trying to go to eat. Well, thank
Why do you
you.
break the fuck on
Dude, you're throwing a grenade at you. Better reverse.
House.
I told you to reverse, not gas. Why'd you blow yourself up?
Some bitch did it on his own.
What is your advice? Hold on, I'm trying to say. What
Why
is
did
your
he break
advice
the
to
damn
someone
glass out of the car?
who's just
Because you hit L1
as far as
to throw the grenade out for some reason.
Okay, really? You've got to, yeah, it sounds crazy, but there's a lot of people that believe in aliens. I don't believe in a creator, but with me,
It landed right on top of that car.
stuff I find
There's that pigeon.
creator, and I know there's
Dude's on fire.
you've got to decide who that is for yourself, really. And you gotta meditate, you gotta pray, you got to research this stuff, and you got to seek consciousness. You got to get outside of this biological box you live in, this flesh biological box, and you've got to separate yourself from this world to understand what's going on. It's a very spiritual thing.
Darn, you just ripped him out of the car.
Just learned that at least 6,000 people are dead. They believe this will even rise from now. Thousands of homes are washed into the sea, bodies washing ashore. Here's ABC's Thomas Rich. Tonight, the death toll rising in Libya. At least 6,000 killed after a powerful storm caused two dams to break, unleashing catastrophic flooding. In the coastal city of Derna, rescuers are navigating through dense mud and tangled debris, retrieving bodies. 9,000 people still missing. The violent force of the water washing away entire neighborhoods. Bodies swept out to sea, buildings reduced to rubble, tossing car after car, some piled on top of each other. This car ending up on a roof. Crews finding a young boy's body in the rubble as his father looks on. Overcome with grief, this medical worker brought to tears in the middle of an interview as officials said the number of deaths doubled. So let's bring in Tom, who has been reporting not only on the devastation that we're witnessing coming in from Libya, but Tom, you remain on the ground in Morocco, Florida, as well for days now after the deadly earthquake there. Tonight, the awful toll there rising as well. Yeah, David, officials here in Morocco now say nearly 3,000 people have been killed and relief effort in one mountainous area near here continuing with another aftershock reported today. David, Thomas Rich and our team thank you again tonight. Overseas now into the staggering toll from the flooding in Libya. We have just learned that at least 6,000 people are dead. They believe this will even rise from here. Thousands of homes washed into the sea, bodies washing ashore. Here's ABC's Thomas Rich. Tonight, the death toll rising in Libya. At least 6,000 killed after a powerful storm caused two dams to break, unleashing catastrophic flooding.
You're dead.
Coastal city of Derna, rescuers navigating
Oh my gosh,
through
how'd you
dense
survive
mud and
that?
debris, retrieving bodies.
I don't know how that didn't get you.
Still missing. The violent force of the water washing away entire neighborhoods. Bodies swept out to sea, buildings reduced to rubble, tossing car after car, some piled on top of each other. This car ending up.
Oh,
Let me explain something to you. When you claim to be
how did you not see that big old wall there?
when you
That was
claim
ramp,
to be a
maybe.
god, you cannot allow yourself
Does that big wall really look like a ramp?
to be ruled by the devil.
Well, if you think that look like a
Allow
ramp, then you need to go get
yourself
some
to be
glasses.
governed by the devil
Because
if
you don't
you're
have very good
a
eyesight.
woman or child of God.
I think your darn diabetes is worse than it used to
So
be.
when you look at what this
If you
government
thought
is
that was a
doing,
ramp.
when you look at what's going on with our
Hey, it's
school system,
glitched
when you
again.
look at them targeting our children, when
You got a
look at
grenade
what is
out.
going on in our country,
See?
there's no way possible we can be on the sidelines anymore. We can no longer be on the sidelines.
Stay down there.
And look what they said, the nuttiest one, look what they say. They say the Republicans don't like you. They say the Republicans don't like you. This is why I tell my conservative friends and my Republican friends, this is why I tell you it's important that we support each other. And that we can
You just knocked the whole bench
and
over.
we support each other. Because look at what they're saying. The first thing they're repeating is the mantra that the Democratic Party has always pushed, that the Republican Party is racist, that the Republicans don't like you.
Boom, getting double teamed. Boom, they got you.
And I'm gonna make this clear for the nuttiest one. Care nothing about the Republic.
Uniquely American freedoms. Wow, what a change in her
Here,
perspective.
here.
Brittany herself said this: just being able to hear my national anthem, see my flag, I definitely want to stand. Now, everybody that will not stand or not come out, I totally support them 100%. That's our right as an American in this great country. I appreciate everything a little bit more, all of the small moments. So here's what happened. Now that she has come back and she has seen and she has actually the correct perspective about how spoiled her life is, right? How she's not suffering, of course, as a black American on a WNBA court. She realizes when she hears her national anthem that it's synonymous with the
Russian
country
prison.
and grants her tremendous
Well,
freedom.
you
So she
just want to
realizes
work
that
your
just
ass
because
off.
she went to
Change
another
that
country
mind,
and had to
didn't it?
suffer for just 10 months in a prison. Now, Brittany, do you understand those individuals that people like you refer to as white supremacists? Can you imagine how they felt, okay, when they received the coffins with their children who did not get to just be in a prison for 10 months, but were killed in foreign land, so that you can bitch and you can moan on a basketball court? Can you imagine how those individuals felt when what was laid on top of the coffin were the American
Oh.
flag? And then they
Boom.
their young daughter,
Got blown
their young
up.
son, only to maybe one day make it to a basketball game with football game and to see that the athletes, the bratty, bitch-ass athletes that are on the field,
How are you the only one that died out of all them people? Everybody else got up but you. How?
Could you imagine how that might feel? And then when they demonstrate their upset,
Yeah, but how'd all them survive
how
it?
upset they are,
And you
the people
didn't.
don't even have respect enough to honor their dead sons and
Yes, they
daughters
didn't get the
walking
rest
their
of it.
freedoms. Okay? Then they get called
Yeah.
white supremacists. Yeah. And the media calls them white supremacists. They're not understanding that real suffering isn't your son or daughter being killed overseas on foreign lands, but it's Brittany Griner and Colin Kaepernick not getting what they want and not being able to kneel. Because again, like I said, they're a bunch of bitches. So yeah, I'm glad you had the experience. I'm glad you went to prison. I'm glad that you're alive. But I wish you had the courage to challenge the other people instead of saying, I support their decision, making them understand what you so obviously understand now about the freedoms that this country allows for us. So yes, I hope that you were in deep reflection and uniquely American freedoms. Wow, what a change in her perspective. Brittany herself said this: just being able to hear my national anthem, see my flag, I definitely want to stand. Now, everybody that will not stand or not come out, I totally support the
Boom, they shot you.
as an American in this great country. I appreciate
And this is how they knew, and the heavens declared that the king was coming. Wow, isn't that amazing? So, love it, guys. So, if you understand that,
Look, your blood's still there from last time. Look at there.
that the wise men saw, guys.
Still on the
They saw two
sidewalk.
counts. They saw two celestial markers. Okay?
They didn't clean the blood up. Did you see it?
It's his girlfriend on the period.
All
you guys
quit.
got it. Moving on. I told you this good stuff, guys. I want you to make a mental note that we will be getting real quickly, guys, to September 23rd. We're going to get there. I hope we can get there this time. We're starting to add in some people. This is an interesting subject, and God's going to gobble up who he wants to put on the ears. They'll come in as
GTA4 is better than GTA5.
So,
Whoever disagrees with that has no idea.
yeah, Herod knew. Herod, exactly. Thank you, Herod. That's why he killed all the... You guys got it. You guys been over and over the word. Hallelujah. There's people who are hungry for this word, guys. There's people who are hungry for this word. Let's get through this message, guys. Please. Let me go. Back. Okay, let's go back. Let's go. I told you this, guys. This is going to be fun. Let's go back to the future. Where do you know on TikTok? That's right, taking notes. Thank you so much. Please take some notes, guys.
No, today's Wednesday.
Oh, you guys, beautiful.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Overcome right now, guys. This is what I was talking about. I knew I'd get excited about doing this way and not responding a lot in the chat. Okay?
Saying it's Monday or Tuesday, whatever you're thinking it is.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. So let's go back to the future, guys. Let's go back to the future, okay? Back in a time that really wasn't that long ago. Let's go back to 2015, guys. So we were just back in time, 2,000 years ago. We went to 2 and 3 BC. We saw the Christmas star. We saw the Shiloh sign, Christ Jesus being Shiloh. Hallelujah. We knew that the coming, that the heavens declared that the...
Before I started taking blood. Well, they call him the Sky Angel Cowboy. The voice and just tucking up the cord into your chest. Let me show you from another angle. Make sure that you celebrate so that you don't hurt your lower area. So just push with your elbows to contract. So to contract, you see I have my upper cord tucking my chest here to listen, all I'm saying is if I genuinely care about you and you cause me
Do you remember this?
Look at that dude running.
0.12 pixel blue dot. This was taken by the Voyager 1 on its last glance back at Earth on Valentine's Day in 1990, facing away from the Earth. It poised to leave the solar system forever. Scientists sent a command to turn its camera for one last look at its home planet and captured this family portrait of the solar system. In this photo, Earth appears as a blue dot occupying only 0.12 pixels. Undoubtedly, Voyager 1 is the farthest man-made probe ever sent, but it is also the loneliest. Born for exploring the solar system's planets, it set out on September 5th, 1977, from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, reaching Jupiter after over 2 years of journey. There it observed the auroras on Jupiter, discovered
You sure ain't good at aiming.
and transmitted countless
You're hitting the road, you're not hitting them.
after Jupiter exceeded the planet's gravity. It sped towards Saturn and gave humans a
Oh, they got you.
magnificent rings. When Voyager 1 made an unexpected
It ain't the game, it's you.
atmosphere on Saturn's moon Titan, scientists sent it close to
You actually blame a video game, dude.
Yeah, because I shot. Had the zero right on the guy laying on the ground. It wouldn't hit him.
Still though, it's a video game that's...
Well, it was fucking carbonated tall.
No, it ain't. There's nothing There's nothing wrong with the targeting. It's you.
Send a command via the Deep Space Network to the
If you
probe,
put
now
that fucking
46
zero
billion
with that little
kilometers
dot
away.
right
At
in
this
the middle,
enormous distance,
right on the
even
human being's
electromagnetic
body
waves
on here,
traveling at
it should hit
300,000
him.
km per second
You was
for
hitting the
40
road,
hours
you wasn't hitting them though.
required 40 hours.
You were missing
That's
them.
what it was
Agonizing wave
doing.
ground personnel finally received Voyager
Clearly you
1's
don't.
response. Its course correction thrusters, dormant for 37 years, ignited successfully, testing its ability to position the spacecraft using 10-millisecond pulses. Voyager 1, having passed the heliopause, now ventures aimlessly into the darker interstellar space. Who could have anticipated that a probe with an expected lifespan of just 2 years would still be cruising alone in space for over 45 years, thanks to its nuclear power battery, using the energy from...
You see that nurse? There went that nurse right there.
He's stupid fucking guy.
Yay, was that you, Kate? Thank you so much. Don't forget to give us that follow on our TikTok as well as our IG.
Why are you in the subway?
Hiding.
They know where you're at.
Where
They're
you at?
They're shooting at you
Well, I don't see nobody.
on the radar.
God damn it, where they at?
I told you.
I don't see them. They're up top, they should be able to hit you.
See him right there. He's running.
Surprise.
He fell.
Oh my God. Dang.
Oh, they got you.